previous video, we saw part 1 of Into the Wild, that is Lost in the Jungle by Kiran Purandare. In that lesson, the writer Kiran Purandare tells how he was lost in the jungles of Umbarzara at the fall of the dusk and how he underwent terrifying turmoil there. If you have not watched that video, I am giving the link of it in the description box. You will also find the link of icebreakers on this lesson. In today's video, we shall see part 2 of Into the Wild, that is Tracking the Panther of Nagarhole. This lesson is extracted from Sea & Traveller magazine published by Land Rover India. So let us start the lesson, Tracking the Panther of Nagarhole. All of you know panther? What is Nagarhole? Nagarhole is a national park and tiger reserve. Where is it located? Nagarhole National Park is located in Kodagu district and Mysore district in Karnataka, India. This lesson is about Shah Jung. Here, Shah Jung tells about his entry in the wildlife photography. Who is Shah Jung? Shah Jung is a wildlife photographer, a cinematographer, big cat tracker, man-animal conflict resolution seeker, and a lodge owner. Where can we meet Shah Jung? We can meet Shah Jung in the jungles of Nagarhole. But when he is away from the jungles of Nagarhole, he is in the jungles of Africa. What is he doing there? He is leading photography safaris in Africa or showcasing his work at art galleries in capital cities and speaking to those interested in conserving the planet's riches. What are the planet's riches? Trees means forests, animals, water reservoirs, birds, and flora and fauna. Shah Jung clearly recalls means remembers one of the incidents in his life. He recalls the incident that ultimately leads to his answering the call of the felines over a career dedicated to finance. Felines means a cat or other members of the cat family. What is the time of this incident? It was around sunset. Shah Jung and his companions were at a junction. The deer were calling. They were around a blind turn and they saw an old leopard up ahead on the path. An old leopard was sitting on a high rock. The leopard was past his prime, means he was no longer still active and in good health. He was not strong now. Why? Due to old age. Let us see the condition of the old leopard. The leopard was old. He was not active. He seemed not in good health. He had only 3 canines. The young leopard has 32 teeth. 4 are long pointed canine teeth. You know what are canines? Canines are used to kill prey. His eyes were sagging, means hanging or bending down, especially in the middle. Shahs named this old leopard as Part-2. Shahs and his friends saw this old leopard, and what was another sight? Close to this leopard was another very young, good-looking male who was soon to come into his prime. It was like looking at the past and the present at the same time. It was clear that there was going to be a fight. Fight between whom? The young and the old leopard. But unfortunately, the sun was setting. Shahs and his friends had to leave. The next morning, again Shahs came to the same spot and oh, what did he see? Now, on that high rock, the young leopard was sitting. Young leopard, the leopard which was sitting close to that old leopard the previous day. Blood was dripping from a gash across his face. Gash means a long, deep cut or wound. He sat there like he was the king of the jungle. It was the beginning of a new journey for that young leopard. How? Because now he was the king of the jungle now. And in the same way, it was the beginning of the new journey of Shah Jung also. How the new journey for Shah Jung? See here, Shah Jung was a wildlife photographer. He took many photographs of that young leopard sitting on the throne like a king. Here note that the throne was achieved by victory after fighting. It means that young leopard was a victor. Shah named him as Scarface. The photographs of Scarface made Shah famous among India's wildlife community. It led to Shah's reputation as a chronicler of the wild. Chronicler means a person who writes accounts of important events. Then Shah started taking different photographs of Scarface, means that young leopard, the new king. So, he had to track Scarface many times. In this journey of photographing Scarface, Shah discovered other leopards, his mates, and discovered his nemesis, tigers. He also discovered the current protagonist of his work, Saya. Protagonist means one who plays the first part or center of the story. You know who is Saya? Saya is the world's first Black Panther, the behavior of which is being documented closely on camera. How is it documented? By tracking its movements. See here, Shah Jung always tried to track the photographs of Scarface. In this journey, he had found Saya, the Black Panther. He noted each and every movement of Saya, took photographs and documented them. Till that time, all the research on the animal had been done through camera traps. Through many months of toil, means hard work, Shah has managed to collect precious footage of animal mating and Black Panther's life. These things led Shah Jung to a different path of discovery. Saya, Scarface and Pardus have also led Shah down a different path of discovery. Shah learned about these animals and lost to their habitat, means living place, and created the Buffer Conflict Resolution Trust of India, BCRTI. What does BCRTI do? BCRTI is an agency that educates villagers who live on the fringe of the forest on the importance of conservation. Which conservation? Conservation of forest and wildlife. Shah tells them that we are in the heart of the man-animal conflict zone. There is no specific buffer zone around Nagarhole. The core area of the forest ends where the fields begin. In dry season, elephant and wild boar incursions, means attacks into fields, are very common. Older leopards like Pardus, who have lost their territory in the forest, often carry livestock from villages. This creates resentment among locals towards the animals on occasions, leading to unpleasant situations. Shah Jung wanted to do something for this. Now let us see about Shah Jung's work under BCRTI umbrella. Under the BCRTI umbrella, Shah provides locals with vocational training. The aim of this training is educating locals on the merits of conservation. To help them benefit from tourist currency, the trainers visit here voluntarily to teach a skill training class of their choice. The acquired skills enable locals to find employment with any of the numerous wildlife resorts in the region. Thus, BCRTI has given employment to many locals. Madegowda is one such local agriculturist
who is trained at BCRTI and is now a certified naturalist employed by the Bison. What is the Bison? The Bison is a 3-star hotel means restaurant in the National Park of Nagarhole. Now, let us see about Madegowda's views about animals. While telling about himself, Madegowda says that he had lost almost 80% of a season's yield of sugarcane to animal attacks. So, he used to hate these animals. But now, he has learned how important the animals are and the value of protecting them. Now let us see about Madegowda's employment. Madegowda has known the jungles for 35 years. He knows where animals are and he guides the tourists. In this way, he gets paid for it. He says that he doesn't hate animals now. It means he loves animals now and the animals are paying him back. Now we shall see what have jungles taught Shah Jung. The forests have taught Shah Jung many things. For example, listening is a sense far more important than sight. The forest is constantly communicating through the voices of birds and animals. So, we should switch off our vehicle, sit and listen to the voices of birds and animals. Tracking an animal teaches us life lessons. For example, Black Panther Saya has taught him patience. It has taught him to never stop discovering. Shah Jung says that there are just so many amazing experiences to learn and share with the world. In this way, here Shah Jung describes his experiences in this lesson.
Dear students, I hope you have understood this lesson. In the next video, we shall meet with another lesson. Till then, bye.